Hey guys, what's going on? Coming into the video for Friday morning. So you're gonna see a bunch of red on the screen because I made my first video and I made it entirely too long and went on long tangents about some of these things, which I'm actually gonna save for Sunday because it was just too entirely long. So with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. I appreciate you guys getting me over 200 subs this week. I didn't think it was gonna happen so quick, so much appreciated. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't liked or if you haven't subscribed, please do so, much appreciated. So if you guys haven't watched my previous videos, I'm a long-term investor. I believe in growth stocks. So that's kind of what I like preaching on my channel because I feel like that's the best way to wealth long-term especially. So with that said, I bought two stocks today, I added to my positions. I bought two today. So Tattoo Chef, TTCF, and Corsair Gaming, CRSR. I've made videos about both these guys, why I'm so bullish on them, what they are. So I'm not going to tie this video up and explain what they are. So if you're interested in that, if you go back a couple of videos, you'll see both those stocks and why I'm so bullish and what they are and where I love, still buy and will hold, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's see, NASDAQ here. NASDAQ dropped 2.11% yesterday. So that's a big drop. Both these stocks are in the NASDAQ, by the way. So that's why I wrote the NASDAQ, obviously. So they're both in the NASDAQ, they're getting smoked. So, that's real, like you gotta buy on opportunities like this, especially you have a cost base. And really how you gotta look at it is if you have a position in a stock, right? Let's say you buy it at $25 to make things simple. If it goes down to $20, well, you're getting a discount on the stock because if you liked it at 25, why not buy it at 20? So that's the mindset you need when you buy stocks and you really believe in the companies and you're a long-term investor. So really anything cheaper than your cost base, you're really getting a discount deal on. So your gut and mind might tell you to sell and panic, oh my God, I'm losing money. But really if you believe in what you're invested in, which I do, you don't have to worry about that. Like just don't think that way. I know it's hard, especially for a newer investor. Just don't try to get that out of your mind. Just act like, okay, I'm getting a discount instead of, oh my God, I'm losing money. That's how you got to think about it. So yeah, the NASDAQ got smoked all week. I know Wednesday it did something similar. Tuesday it was kind of starting. So what I realized, I noticed a pattern. So it started out every day, it opened very strong. And then throughout the day, there would be like resistance and then a dip at the end of the day. So I'm not sure if this is just a pattern I realized last week. It's not always true or whatever, but what I've been doing actually yesterday when I bought all this stuff, I bought towards the back half of the day because that's when I noticed it was dipping Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm like, I'm just gonna let it go. So today, if the market dips again in the back half of the day, or like just say it starts out strong, I'm gonna wait to the back half of the day because maybe there's a pattern, a temporary pattern, or maybe a long-term pattern, I don't know. But not saying that's right or wrong, that's just what I'm doing. So I'm buying in the back halves of the day just from the pattern I see. So that's what I'm doing. So that's what I've realized. The market is reset and correcting. I made a video about this about a week ago, maybe a little longer, where I said, I think the market's gonna reset in the next couple months or early spring. So it looks like it's doing that. Everything's way overvalued. I made a video about it and I said why I think that. So it's kind of cool. Just, you can't really predict anything. Just looking at evaluations and people, I just felt it coming, basically what I'm trying to say. So like if you look at evaluations, just nothing made sense. That's why, in January and February, I didn't make any videos buying any stocks. Why? Because everything was overvalued. I didn't buy a stock. I've made like 3 or 4 videos in the past week of me buying things. Why? Because there's good deals. So that's the market's reset and correcting. Everything was priced to perfection. That's why I wasn't doing it the first 6 weeks of this year. So everything was priced to perfection. That's why I think you're seeing some things, basically the whole market correct, because I feel like there's a lot of little things that are happening right now. I'm going to make a video Sunday. I'm going to post it Sunday morning, and I'm going to go into more detail on this. So I'm going to, this is a little brief overview, but I'm going to make an in-detail video of why I think this is all happening. But things were priced to perfection, basically. New investors, I think they're panicking. So that's something you got to keep in mind when you see things like this. If you've bought in the past year, it's gone nothing but up. So some people might think, oh, I put money in the stock market, I'll always make money. Like that's not true. So yeah, I'll make a video Sunday about all this because it's really interesting. And I also want the week closeout to see what the NASDAQ does, the Dow does, S&P 500, because I want to throw it all in there. I feel like that'd be a great video. So I'm going to wait so subscribe if you want to watch that Sunday. Cash on the sideline, I have 30% still. I know I keep saying that, but like the positions I'm adding relative to how big they are, it's not really moving my cash percentage too much. I think I might have 35 last week. Now I have like 30. So I'm still super cash heavy. And that comes to my next thing. If the market's dipping and you're getting deals right now, as long as you have cash to put into the market to get these deals, you got to think in your head, why am I worried? Because it's going to come back. If you like the company that evaluation higher, you know, it is what it is. So both these stocks, I've been driving down my cost base for the past week. So I've made videos every day when I've bought, and I'm staying true to that. I'm buying Tattoo Chef again. I bought it yesterday. I added 8% to my position. I bought it at $19.15, which makes my average cost base now $22 on the dot. Originally, when I started buying the stock a month ago, no, longer than that, 2 months ago, it was $25 and some change, maybe even 26. So I've moved my cost base from 25 to 22 just by adding the past week, basically. I've added it a couple times. I think the first time I added it 5%, then I added it 8%, and then I just added it again yesterday, 8%. So you see how I'm adding more as the price goes down. I bought it at 21, 20, now 19. So I'm getting my position. See, I'm adding more position with a better deal. So that's kind of how my mind works when I want to average cost down. Corsair Gaming, this is my first time averaging costs down off my initial position. It was $39.55. I bought it at $34.33. My average cost base is 38-ish. It's something, I didn't do the math, but it's 38 something. So obviously with 9% only and your cost base is that, you're only gonna drive it down a little bit. I was very, very, very close to putting in like 20%, adding 20% to my cost base, but I'm like, I'm gonna see what the market does tomorrow and maybe what it's gonna do next week. So not that I don't feel comfortable doing that, it's just I really wanna hold cash for like really good deals, which I think are gonna come. I don't think this correction or dip is anywhere close to being over. So that's why I'm kind of I'm just nibbling at it basically. I'm just being very careful. So, and if you guys hold these positions or you haven't gotten to in either of these yet, highly recommend buying now. You're getting a killer deal if you're a long-term investor for both these stocks, like killer deal. So let me see where I'm at here. Yep, so that's wow, this one's a lot quicker. So as I said, I made a redo. This one's half the length. So I blew through this a little better. So that's so that's all I got. If you guys got any questions, comment below. Again, I appreciate all the subs. It makes me want to keep doing these. I hope this helps you kind of get in the right mindset to long-term investing in growth stocks and like don't panic in situations like this. There's no need to panic, really. Like you should be getting excited about this. And I know it feels so weird, especially if you're newer. Like I know some guys message me or PM me being like, hey, like I just started my cost base. Well, if you started it last week or a week or 2 weeks ago, which I know a lot of you guys did that messaged me or whatever, don't panic. If you have a little bit of spare cash, a little bit of spare money, try putting in like between 5 and 10% on both of your position, or on 5 or 10% of whatever your position is. So if you have $100, like let's say you have $100 in shares, well, try putting in like $5 to $10 right now, just to drive it down a little bit. You're adding more shares, you're getting a better deal. And once the market turns around, which it always does eventually, and if you buy in good companies that are cash heavy with a good business model, you really have nothing to worry about. That's how you got to think about it. Just don't panic. That's the key word. Do not do this. Don't be a new investor and panic, because then you're going to get a bad taste in your mouth. You're going to say the market doesn't work, and then and then you give it a bad rep, and you tell all your friends, oh, the market's stupid, it doesn't work. I lost a lot of money. Well, you only lose money when you sell, right? So don't sell your position if you're below your cost base, and guess what? You never lose money. So that's kind of how, and if you buy good companies, guess what? They won't go under. If they execute correctly, which you think they're going to do, hopefully if you buy stock, you're never going to lose money. Like it's really that simple. You just don't panic. So that's all I got. Again, like, subscribe, comment below. Peace.